Let's take a rundown of the good and bad points of the Epic Games deal made with Snapshot Games in making Phoenix Point a one-year exclusive on their platform. This is a $2 million investment from Epic to make at least 3 new DLCs over the year. So this includes new storylines, factions, and game mechanics, and the first DLC being a sea base with new missions. This investment will also include normal updates, and these updates will happen sooner. I'm assuming because of all that money, they'll be able to hire more people and react faster. The Epic Games Store will be free of DRM, which means the game can be run without the Epic Game Launcher, and the game can be put into your Steam library if you so choose. And if you don't want the Epic key, if you were a backer, the backers can still redeem a Steam key or GOG after a year or so. Now, some backers won't feel bad pirating a game since they've already backed it, as they can play at the same time as everyone else. And if no one likes this at all, you can always get your refund. That's a good thing. Now, there's the other option. If you're at least a $500 backer via FIG, you may actually see a return of investment if the game sells well, since Epic has a higher rate of return, as developers who use their platform receive 88% of revenue, whereas selling on Steam or GOG has only a return of 70%. Now, this could imply that marketing could be better. We don't know what Epic Games has in store. And if the game does sell well, there's the possibility you may actually get more dividend or dividends over the year. However, history, at least through crowdfunding, through FIG, has shown this is probably not the case. So the developer has changed the contract with their backers about releasing on Steam and GOG. Now, technically that's not a lie. The game will still release within 1 year, and delays are expected in crowdfunding, just not when the game actually comes out. But it's definitely not what backers signed up for. So in a sense, what's happening here is the developers stretching the truth, which results, regardless, in a loss of trust in the developer. Standing! By any metric, the Epic Games Launcher is inferior to Steam's, and updates will probably go through the Epic Games Launcher instead of the game runtime. Backers as well as new buyers could be supporting a company they might not even like. For example, with EA and Origin Access, if you wanted to play Mass Effect 3, you have to buy it through Origin. And it seems to be a pattern with developers to get this one-year exclusive with Epic, and the examples of Subnautica Below Zero and Metro Exodus. Some backers from China can't even load the Epic Games Launcher as Epic blocks IPs from there. Now, if backers still support Snapshot Games and are from China, they can't download the game, which means they'll probably have to pirate it. Now, to my previous point that might be good, it might also be bad business, because the game might sell less because it's using the Epic Games Launcher. For example, while some developers may complain about Valve's lack of attention to smaller games and the relatively high cut of revenue it keeps, Steam's ubiquity among players may keep most developers from moving to another platform. 47% of the game developers included in the survey were selling their games on Steam, with 73% of respondents saying they earned 51% or more of their sales through Valve's platform. Now, to compare that to sales of Pillars of Eternity 2, which was also crowdfunded by FIG, there were over 10,000 backers on FIG, so the average user spent $77. And if I counted correctly, there were a total of 26 investors, which are equal to over $500. So at the end of the day, games are a business, and Snapshot Games lost the faith of its backers. Backers are not investors unless you're on FIG and you spent more than $500. And if there are this kind of investor, they should be treated like an investor. Now the problem is this crowdfunding relationship is not as strong as buying your way into being a shareholder, as such a person would be on the board of directors, and they would help make business decisions. And I'd like to know if Epic can guarantee a certain projection of sales if I was in fact a shareholder, which would A, give me a better return, and thus higher dividends throughout the year. But we're talking about business here, not about gaming. To the average gamer, Phoenix Point becomes a better game by providing more content over the year, as well as becomes a worse gaming experience by being on a platform not everyone wants. And to the backers, if they don't get a refund, they have to wait 1 year to get what they actually backed, at least legally. Once again, he who holds the gold makes the rules. And if I missed any details, I'm all eyes and ears. Please fill me in on any information I might have missed or opinions thereof in the comments. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day, folks.